So there's one more video I wanted to do, and I feel really bad about it because I didn't get to do it when I should have done it. And that's all because my son's birthday is November 3rd, and I had a lot going on, and I just was completely forgetting about it, and I hadn't been online to even be reminded of it. But there's a little boy that touched my heart on the day of 6/20/2018 when he was 15 years old, and he was brutally murdered in Bronx, New York by a gang member of 15 grown men who said they mistook him for someone else. It's rumored to be that it was one of the guy's cousins who was a girl that released a sex tape on Facebook of her, but the police said that it was untrue and that it was just mistaken identity. And they did look alike, but Junior's hair was not only curly but gelled and done right, and he was just beautiful and gorgeous, while the other guy just had his hair all going crazy like he would put a pick through it. Not to say anything racist, because I'm not racist. I have racists at both sides of my families, so they did not look alike in that area is what I mean. And he was walking home one night, seeing 4 cars following him, got scared because they were cruising behind him. He knew what they were. He's from Bronx, New York, so he ran. They chased him. He ran into a store that he knew the owner of since he was a baby, tried to jump over the counter for help, and by the time he actually got over the counter and was loud over it, they had already made it in the door. And then he wanted to try to act like he wanted to help him, and then they let him grab him and drag him out the store as the owner waved his arms towards the door like, take it outside. And they brutally stabbed and slashed him with machetes, and the last fatal wound to his neck was a stab to the neck as they threw him in the door. And he literally ran maybe half a block to the hospital, if that, because their corner is like 2 corners of ours in Shreveport, so it's like half a block. And he died right in front of the hospital. He bled out, and it was put all over social media, the news, from the time that he ran and died, from the time that he died. We had to see it all, and I think it was one of the first times that we had actually seen it all from the beginning to the end. And then somebody had the nerve to also post, after he died, the wound in his neck and a picture of him in the bed with his mama. It wasn't just his mama hugging him, it was the actual wound. And I thought it was very, very disrespectful, because it was an album of memories of him, and it was the last picture, so it was like, boom, you had to see it and you didn't expect it. But his birthday was November 11th, and I wanted to do a tribute for him and release balloons for him with his name on it, and a card or whatever. You know, just say what we wanted to say, me and my kids. And I wanted to make a video for him and tell him happy birthday, because he would have been 16 years old on November 11th. He was only 15 when he died, and he died for no reason. And it was so terrible. And I'm waiting until those guys get the he gets the justice that he needs, and his family, because they're still in so much pain. They just celebrated his birthday without him, and it was terrible. And they posted pictures on Instagram, and we saw it, and he wasn't there for it. He should have been there for it, and he wasn't, because he was taken away for no damn reason at all. No reason is good enough to kill somebody unless you're doing it in self-defense, and you really have to do it. But for me, I see it as shoot him in the leg, shoot him in the arm, where the gun is, or the weapon is. They're going to drop it, and you don't have to kill them. You can save a life. You know, they might spend the rest of life in jail, but you can save a life. You know, but if you got to murder somebody out of self-defense, then you have to. But this baby was murdered in the streets in cold blood. And I really feel so bad, and my apologies and condolences, they go out to the family. And I wanted to say happy birthday to him, and I wish that I could have met you. We all wish that we could have met you, because you seem like such a sweet angel. All the videos shared, all the pictures shared. He was so happy. He was in the police academy. He wanted to be a policeman. He was doing everything he was supposed to do. He was just in the wrong neighborhood because they didn't have the money at the wrong time. And they killed him. And they chose to kill him because they thought he was a rival. They thought. Now you think about that. You better know damn good and well, if you're going to go kill somebody, not that it's right at all, but if you're going to go kill somebody, you better damn sure know that you're killing the right person. Especially that it's a baby. That you're killing a baby. 15 years old, that's a baby. So, aside from the sadness, if you haven't heard from it, which pretty much the whole world has, I wanted to say happy birthday to you, Junior. And we're all missing you very much. And we know you're looking down on your family. And I want you to continue to do so because they're still hurting. And we're still praying for them. And we're still praying for justice. And we're still waiting for it. And we wish you could be here. And we're so sorry that they took that away from you. You did not deserve that at all. But I wanted to say happy birthday to you. And for you to rest in peace. And I hope that you're doing so good up there in heaven. And just loving it up there. I know you miss your mom. And I know you miss your daddy. And I know you miss your sister and your brothers, but I know that you're in a better place than what you were when you were here, because it's so much horrible here, baby. Otherwise, you would still be here. So happy birthday, and I'm so sorry for what happened to you.